Whew. All right, man. So this is more of a response and more of a take and apology to the fans and the people that, you know what I'm saying, y'all support Big Gang, y'all rock with me. But I also want to clear some things up first and foremost. Like, let's get this out the way. Let's get this ish out the way. First and foremost, I want to make something clear to the people that watch us. For the most part, without being egotistical, without being egomaniacal or stroking myself, the show, when I'm on the show and I'm talking or I'm talking over people, excuse me and forgive me for the lack of better terms if I say this, the show is really the Big Gang Theory. It's really my show on Thursdays. So when I hear a take that I don't like, I prefer to speak on it openly because at my mind, at that time and moment, I'm speaking on my platform that Thursday, this platform that I share with Zay. And Zay may take a second seat or whatever the case is, but nobody maybe complains anything about it too much. But since I see people talking about that in the comments, yeah, a nigga like me do read the comments. I check out everything. I see the volley in the back and forth. So I just felt the need to just let it out today. Number two, another thing we're going to address. We're going to address this. If you notice the whole conversation, yes, I can say this, and for the lack of better terms, I did let KP get under my skin. I did let KP, what his takes or what his views, what he was discussing or talking about, get the best of me. And I will say this with a smirk on my face. At that moment, yes, and beyond, I initiated contact. I knew exactly what maybe would take place or what would happen. Yes, at that point, I was ready to go. It didn't matter. And I could say that at that moment, it was what he was talking about, what he had going on. Let me show this nigga what he don't know. We've been taught since then. I don't have no underlying issues with him. I don't have no problems with him. It's just the likelihood of you seeing us together constantly won't be happening again. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just for the sake of better lack of terms. Me and KP see a lot of different views on. And at the end of the day, my morals and his moral may not align immediately at the point where they need to for two people to really coexist to have a conversation. But that don't mean I hate that nigga. It's just I wasn't gonna be taught to a certain way, and at that moment, and that's the habit. I got it in one of my traits, man. It's a habit. Like I tend to step up when I feel things are being put down or a challenge is being issued or thrown out. Like I'm a work in progress as well. So with that being said, I definitely can say that to the fans that watch the show, to my nigga that was up here, what's his name? That was gonna make his debut? Jazzy Jeff, man, I apologize. Next show, bro, I want to get it in with you. I want to interview myself personally if it's okay with you. I apologize to KP because at the end of the day, I did say some pretty harsh things, and I acted more than less than professional. Like you don't see Chris Paul choking out Wemby Amber, cause you know what I'm saying. You don't see Chris Paul choking out Wemby. You don't see Steph Curry. You see Draymond doing. I got that Draymond Green in me. They say we look just alike. So you gotta forgive me, man. Gang Draymond, Gang Green, man. You gotta forgive me, bro. Sometimes I fly off the handle, man. It just be like that sometimes. Now the third thing I will say is this, for the lack of better words, and this is why I need y'all to acknowledge and understand who the I am. And I say this with the utmost confidence, the utmost supreme confidence. Has whatever you want to call it, y'all can take this and run with it. No, I'm not being arrogant. No, I'm not tooting my own horn. No, I'm not letting stuff go to my head. Anything. I'm gonna make a quick point. When you get in the seat or when you get in the chair or whatever the case is, I guess, as y'all will put it, the throne, you see shit from a different angle. So you address it different. But I will say this, and I mean this, and there's no shade, no pun intended to nobody that I rock with or none of that. But let's get this understood. And it's coming from I'm the biggest. The biggest nigga. If we saying it, we talking, let's have a moment here. Let's keep it real. When Naughty left, the ball was dropped. I love Zay. Zay did his thing, but clearly Zay let you know, like, man, he chose to take a step back on his own and rock on Pop Austin the way he chose to, and he chooses to, and that's my nigga. I love him for that, bro. Niggas do what they can handle, and I love him for that. Like, bro, he kept it neutral with me and KP. He talked to me and everything. I love him. But if we getting technical on here, when that nigga left, in the great words of Triple H, the ball was in my court. I'm the nigga that took over. got when the ship looked like it was sinking, Big Gang the nigga that stepped up. I'm the nigga that gave niggas the pep talks. I'm the nigga that told 40 Loc to get it together and come on, we gotta do more content. I'm the nigga that called niggas to come out and do opportunities and do shows and do outside of this shit. Anything I do outside of Pop Austin Media, I make sure I rep the brand, represent the brand, I tag the brand. I make sure when I'm podcasting, interviewing, whether it's music, whatever I got going on, I shake shit for the brand. Let's talk about numbers. I got the most of them. I put up numbers. I put the work in. I put my 10,000 hours in. So at the end of the day, when we talk about humble, how humble do you want a nigga to get? Because if a nigga wasn't humble, I could say I don't want niggas to podcast with me or do this and do that in the third with me. Clearly, I'm humble with because I'm passing the ball to everybody that's with me or share space up with me at this illustrious table and in this podcasting room. So for that to be said, or for what I seen in the comments, Big Gang need to do this and Big Gang need to do that. Big Gang the nigga that bring the artists up here and share the platform with artists in Austin and Killeen and 254. I ain't just get niggas from just one area. I'm the nigga that offer this platform from artists to come up here and get they shine. I'm the nigga that bring new faces y'all never heard of and never seen. I'm the nigga that got Queen and FN at his hottest and brought them up here. Me. Gang, nobody else, and that's facts. So we want to talk about it. Let's talk about it. This, I know what it was at the old one, but this like the United Center. This the house that Gang built. You know how they say this the house that United Center. That's the house that MJ built. This the house that Gang built, and we know what was over there. That's the house that Naughty built. Here, this the house that Gang built. That's this camera. All this me, head above shoulders. Nobody else. Let's get that understood, okay? For all you niggas in the comment that and go look at the views, go look at the streams, tag your rappers, tag your other podcasters, get who the you want to get. But when we talking about numbers and being humble, I'm putting up the numbers to pop my whenever the I want to. So let's not ever forget that. Thank you very much. Y'all like, subscribe, and tune in. Y'all like what the y'all see anyway, so y'all gonna watch it.
For these three individuals, Austin is their playground.
That ain't the way.
But when you spend your youth living carefree, a reality check is waiting at the door.
Man, you're the piece of shit. You
And for these three inspiring entertainers, finding success seems like a fleeting memory.
And talking about you could walk up to Home Depot and get this job, then do it.
What did I ask
You was giving head so lazy. I just got a job.
Austin Outcast season premiere Wednesday at 11 a.m. only on Pop Austin Media.